You guys, come here. Are you excited? Where are you going? Okay, go on in. Go on. Yeah, it seems like they're still getting the rides like up and going. Are you excited? And then you'll be able to see the rides. We'll get your bracelet. So I hope you enjoyed seeing a few clips of the kids at the circus. They were so excited for the circus. They were waiting and waiting and waiting to go. And days before we went, we would drive past when they were setting up all of the equipment and all the rides, and oh, they were so excited. And the night before it opened, no, it was the first night that it opened, I took them past and all the rides were going with the lights on, and oh, they were just so excited. So anyway, I wanted to share a little bit of that with them because that was definitely one of their highlights of their summer vacation. So it's actually a few days later now that I'm adding to this video, but I'm just getting ready to cook a roast here for supper, so I thought that I would share that with you. So I just have my roast here. I'm going to get it in my Dutch oven, and I'm going to get some potatoes going for that. So I just thought that I would share supper with you tonight. Ben has a baseball game tonight, so I am trying to get this done early. It's actually only 9 o'clock, so I'm going to get that in the oven, and I'm going to get my potatoes peeled and my carrots and just get everything ready so that everything is all done for later. Okay. So I have my boneless cross rib roast in my Dutch oven here, and I've just added a package of onion soup mix, and some water, and I just have that mixed around. I don't add anything else. That's all I ever add to my roast, and it always comes out tender. You can just pull it apart with a fork. You don't even need to use a knife. I'm going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees, and I'm going to cook this for probably about 3 hours or maybe even longer. So I'm going to get that in there. I'm going to pop that in the oven, and then I'm going to get started on my vegetables. So there's everything all prepped. My potatoes are all ready to go. I'm not going to turn those on yet because it's only 9:44. My carrots are all ready. I'm actually going to stick those in the oven with the roast. And I think I have some frozen broccoli downstairs. I'm going to run down and double check. I think I'm going to do that with a cheese sauce. So everything is all set for now. It's only 9:45, so everything will be done early, and we'll be able to have kind of an early supper before ball tonight. So I'm going to get this in the oven, and then I'm going to sit and have my coffee, I think. I just came out to check my roast. So that's looking good. It smells so good in here. The kids will be excited about this supper. They love any kind of supper with like gravy and vegetables and stuff like that. They get excited about it. So that's looking really good. I'm going to put it back in the oven. It's 10 to 1 here, so it's been cooking for a while. I'm going to turn my oven down a little bit though and just let it keep cooking so it'll be nice and tender. My carrots are all done, and I'll probably drain the juice from them and put them in with the roast. When that's done, to make my gravy, I'm going to start cooking my potatoes, and so everything will be cooked. I might even try and have it all cooked and ready for when the kids come home and just have it sitting in the oven, and that way all I have to do is serve up the plates. So that's how things are looking. I still have to do my broccoli. I'm not going to do that quite yet, but I'm going to pop this back in the oven, and we'll see you back here in a bit. I just took my roast out of the oven, so I'm going to cover this with saran wrap, but it was falling apart as I was taking it out, but I just wanted to show you how tender it is. I can just pull it apart with my tongs here. So good. So I'm going to cover this with saran wrap, and I have my oven just turned to 200 degrees, and I'm just going to let my potatoes and my carrots sit in there, and I'm going to get started on my gravy before the kids get home, and then I just have to do my broccoli and my cheese sauce. So anyway, yeah, cover your meat with saran wrap or tin foil to lock in all the juices and to keep it nice and tender. I'm getting started on my cheese sauce now for my broccoli, but I can't find my recipe, so I'm just kind of winging it here, but it's not a hard recipe. So in my pot, I have about 1.5 tablespoons of butter. I don't want a whole ton because I don't need a whole ton of sauce. At least I hope this is going to be enough. So we're going to melt that down, and then we're going to add equal amounts of flour. So I'll add about 1.5 tablespoons of flour, and then cook that up for a second. So I'm just going to let that melt, and then we'll get our flour in there. So my butter melted, and I just had mine off the heat here because I don't want it to burn. But I mixed in my flour, and I just let it cook up for a minute or so, just to kind of cook the flour up a little bit. I've added some salt and pepper, and now I'm going to add about a cup of milk, but I'm going to switch over to my whisk. I'm going to add my milk and get that thickened up, and then we're going to add some cheese. So I've got my milk in there now. I didn't measure anything. I have about a cup in there, I think. And we're just going to cook this up until it's thick, and if I need more milk, I can add it. And I'm going to add probably about a half a cup of shredded cheese. So I'm going to let this thicken up first. So I'll be back when this thickens up. My cheese sauce is all done, so I added my cheese in there and I taste it, and it tastes really good. So I have to go up to the bus now, but when I get back I'll cook my broccoli, and then I'll just pour this over my broccoli and I'll let everything sit in the oven until we're ready to have supper. So supper's going to be so easy once the time comes, because I'll just have to pull everything out of the oven and plate it all. So that's always nice. But this here sauce is good over, it's really good over cauliflower or broccoli, and it's also the same sauce that I use in my homemade macaroni and cheese. So anyway, I am going to just put this on the back burner for right now, and I have to go up to the bus and get the kids, but I'll see you back here at supper time. So our supper's all ready. That's how it's looking. We can't wait to eat. We have our roast beef, our potatoes, our broccoli with our cheese sauce, our carrots, and everybody's patiently waiting. Does it look good?
Yeah.
And Emily's
Very
bowl.
good.
And then Ben's got a baseball game, so we're going to be heading to that. So
I can't wait to have it.
you're going to have yours? All right, so we're going to sit and we're going to have supper. So we are on our way to Ben's baseball game now. Our supper was delicious. It was really good. So I'm going to end this video here. So thank you for watching, and if you want to see more from our family, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Did I already say thanks for watching?
Bye. No, thanks for watching. Love you. Love you.